My 16-year-old self would have been absolutely pissed off at me for showing him this video. You probably already know this, but the people you spend time around with have a huge impact on your life. And whether you like it or not, but your friends right now are either holding you back, keeping you a kissless virgin, or they're helping you meet a ton of women. And there's actually no in between. So it's completely binary. And I know what I'm talking about because I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been the awkward guy in school who has no confidence to speak to girls, complete irrational fears of meeting new people and talking to them. And many times I didn't even have the confidence to speak my own mind to my friends at the time, which was kind of weird. So I was kind of this awkward guy who avoided topics in conversation which would have been exciting just so I don't offend anyone, walking on eggshells constantly. Whereas now I'm a more polarizing person. I'm not afraid of offending other people because this way I actually get to make more friends. I'm the type of person who can make friends with guys and girls wherever I go. Now, the truth is that what would have gotten me completely mad previously is I actually have a lot of attractive female friends right now. Now, many guys would completely lose it here because, like, oh, Matt, I don't want female friends because, like, I got friend zoned and like men and women can't be friends. Okay, chill out. I completely get it. Because back in the day when I got friend zoned by my crush, I was completely and utterly outraged. I didn't want to do anything with female friends from that point on. Luckily, I had some previous female friends who I was friends with since like kindergarten. And because of that, I kind of, kept meeting new girls through them over and over again. I kept organizing cool events. I started my social journey with my self improvement journey at the time. And because of that, I actually completely organically met a lot of new women. And with many of them, even though they were really attractive, I didn't want to sleep with. So what happened? We actually had a good time together. They were good company. So we became what I would say teammates. Because yeah, you get that part completely correctly. Female and male friends are not the same. They are not the equivalent of each other. You having your brothers, your strong, masculine male friends who push you in the gym, who call you a pussy when you don't do something you said you're going to do, they call you out on your bullshit. Those are the type of friends that you want to have in your life. 100%. But I feel like a lot of guys actually have this. Many guys who've been taking action on actually approaching guys, actually having human conversations and organizing very easy but fun events are already here in life. But obviously, you want to take this a step further. And to do that, you're going to want to have female friends. Now, I actually learned this from Michael Sartain in his full course. And I've implemented this in my own life and helped every single person that I'm mentoring, that I'm helping to kind of have this type of social life where you're friends with cool guys and cool, attractive girls too. Now, why does this matter? Truth is, if you have female friends in your friendship circle, they're going to get you laid more. The reason for that is because women want to sleep with winners. They want winners. And if you're someone who has a bunch of beautiful women having fun around you, giggling, chatting to you, wanting your attention, that shows an immense amount of success. Even if you're completely broke, even if you're skinny, even if you have none of the so-called alpha qualities that everyone talks about, you're not a high value male, you can absolutely, and this is kind of weird to say, but you can fraud yourself into seeming like a high value male just by being around hot women. And that's why being funny is a hell of an underrated skill to have. Because I see funny dudes who kind of, not in the best shape. They have average jobs, but they're just really funny. And they have a lot of really attractive women around them constantly because of this. They get invited to parties, which has like a 70 to 30 ratio in favor of women. Imagine that. Like, imagine you go to a party and there's literally more girls than guys and they're all hot. That's something you've probably only seen in movies, right? Now, I've been in these places and I can tell you it's either guys who are really successful, guys who are really funny, but most importantly, guys who are friends with a lot of the girls already at the party. So this is kind of the new meta to meet a lot of attractive girls. Why? These girls are already vetted by your female friends because you already kind of know they're going to be very similar to them. You can already ask questions about them because they are obviously your teammates. They're obviously girls who you already kind of like each other with. Like, obviously, you don't want to be friends with girls just because of this, because that's fucking stupid, isn't it? You want to be friends in general with people who improve your life, but who you also like and who you share values with. That's what you want, ideally. And that's exactly what I can help you achieve in probably less than 3 months. Because I've helped some absolute kissless virgins get not just one, but multiple girlfriends at the same time, which I know sounds degenerate, but it's absolutely fucking awesome for them, I can tell you that. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn how to build your dream social life, which you can probably already imagine right now, you just can't live it at the moment. Like getting invited to multiple places at the time, even if you're introverted, you want to have at least the opportunity to pick which parties and which events you want to attend and which ones you don't. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, click the top link in the description and I can teach you even more than I've taught you in these videos. So back on track. As I said, these girls are going to be pre-vetted by your female friends. And also what's going to happen is you are just going to become the guy who doesn't even have to try, because they're not just going to be pre-vetted, you are also going to be pre-vetted. You are going to be the guy who is, just girls already seem to like you because you already met them through somebody. And I can tell you that from really, really good experience. People care most about two things: the environment they meet you in and the person who introduced you to them. Now, if it's a cold, meetup, like let's say like a cold approach in a warm environment, it's already kind of warm, right? So if you're at a house party, easiest place to meet new people, especially girls, because like you're already kind of pre-vetted by the person organizing the event and by the location you're at. I've attended some really, really expensive networking events through invitation. Like obviously didn't have the money to do that back in the day. But I just happened to know the right people, and I just happened to meet literal multi-millionaires at these events who already assumed I was a young and successful man, and they were the ones taking interest in me. Plus, when the literal host was introducing me to them, that gave me like mega status. I was literally one of the most high status people in the room on paper by their observations, simply because of the circumstances, simply because I was the one who was talking to them, because of the host. I was the one who was kind of shown to be high value by the host. So this matters a lot. And this goes for like at least 10 times for girls as well. If a hot girl introduces you to her hot friend, she's going to already find you attractive, even if you're not. And I've seen this happen with me over and over again. Like obviously I'm not a bad looking fella, but still, it's day and night difference when you cold approach a girl right on the street compared to when being in a normally warm environment and attractive girls are introducing you to their hot friends. It's like you don't even have to try. You're literally there. The only thing you can do is fuck it up. Like there, you either, continue, just going with it, or which does happen a couple of times, obviously, like we're not perfect, you can kind of fuck these situations up as well. But it's more difficult to fuck it up than it is to actually succeed and have a good conversation with them and then decide if you want to date them or, I don't know, whatever. So that's the second reason why it's really, really important to have these female friends. And last but not least, which I found, is that girls in general are actually more sociable than guys. And you might disagree with me, but I think the average girl is way more social than the average guy. Just look at Instagram, like look at girls in your year. Who has more followers, girls or guys? Like I'm like, kind of getting there because of my YouTube channel and everything, but most girls still I meet who are like mildly attractive still have more followers than I do on Instagram. And this cannot be said for guys. The only guys who have more followers than me right now are like mini celebrities or like mega, mega, mega social guys who are like club promoters and shit like that. It's very rare. So basically, yeah, it's like either athletes, models, or like club promoters from guys who have more followers than me on IG. But still many, many girls who are like a 7 out of 10 have more IG followers than I do. So just look at that. And yeah, it's kind of because like, it's just guys who are thirsty following them. But still, they do know a lot of these people as well. And I found that like an average guy has like, the fifth amount of followers that like an average girl would have. So genuinely speaking, the point I'm trying to make here is that you being friends with hot girls is going to get you to meet new people, including high value guys. Believe it or not, this is the case. It sounds surreal, I know, but you can actually meet some genuinely cool guys who go to the gym, who are on their fitness journey, who are on self improvement, who are also really social and becoming successful through attractive girls. I know, surprise, surprise. And if you're the type of person who says, okay, I don't want to be friend zoned, I don't want to talk to girls, I don't believe in male female friendships, you're missing out on this. And you're not just missing out on like half of the population who could be your friends, but you're also missing out on a shit ton of cool guys who you could have become friends with through these girls. I can tell you this confidently. Even ever since in the last 2 years since I have a girlfriend, I'm not even meeting these girls to get laid. I'm literally meeting them partially because like they're cool people and I really like them, but also partially because I know that it's a way better way to expand my social circle compared to cutting off literally half of the population, half of the people my age in town. Plus, at university, I think it's like 60 or 65% of students are girls. So it's even worse. So just turn to yourself and think about this. Is it worth it? And I think the answer is yes. I've went through this countless amount of times, and every single time I think about it, you don't owe them anything. You literally become like buddies kind of relationship. You're not going to want to date them, you're not going to want to sleep with them, and you want to be very, very strict with this. And just a bonus tip, the fact is that literally if you spend a lot of time around hot girls without the intention to want to sleep with them, the funny thing is you actually become better with girls in general. You actually become better at flirting. You actually become way more easygoing because you're not going to have that level of desperation, that level of, well, how do you call it, neediness. Because simply you have this level of so-called abundance because you have a lot of attractive females. And part of, being intimate with people is just being in their presence and just being able to talk to them. So I know a lot of you guys are horny. You probably are too as well. But understand the fact that if you have 10 really attractive female friends who you are not going to sleep with whatsoever, whatever happens, it's actually going to get you laid more, and it's actually going to get you a girlfriend faster than you expected to. I've tested this with my friends countless times, and no matter what pickup advice I give, no matter what tricks and tips these guys decide to use, the only guys who get laid consistently with really attractive girls are the ones who spend time around female friends, so-called teammates. That's it. It's my observation. And the hottest guys and the most successful guys I know in general all have female friends as well. So there you have it. To summarize this video's points, the friendship circle that you have is holding you back because probably your male friends are not the type of guys who get really hot girls. They're not the type of guys who are really, knowledgeable when it comes to dating women and what women find attractive. And because you do not have any female friends, you'll basically have zero guidance as to how to meet women, and you also have like zero exposure to hot women as well. So you're kind of relying on dating apps and kind of relying on the odd chance you approach a girl and she finds you attractive and you get to go on a date. Instead of this, you want to get female friends who are going to be your teammates. This is going to be a different type of relationship compared to your masculine friendships. And this is definitely something I can help you with because I've helped countless guys build their dream social circle as well. So if you're interested in, again, link in the description, I'm trying to sell you something. So full transparency here. But the main reason why you want to do it is there's 3 points. First of all, the girls are going to find you more attractive simply because you're around hot girls, partially because you're going to be less needy, and girls are going to view you as a winner because of it. You're also going to meet more guys and be invited to more events thanks to you being around hot girls. And of course, these women are going to vet other girls for you, and they are going to vet you for other hot girls too. So now that you've through the summary, if you like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see some more genuine, amazing social advice. Because truth is, I don't see many guys do it the way I do it, and I'm actually genuinely convinced that every single guy on YouTube talking about social skills only has like partial knowledge of the whole thing. So here I am to try and teach you. If you like it, make sure to do so. See you later.